Colossal weapons are now insane! And that's a phrase I never thought I'd say. You know the saying that goes, size doesn't matter. What matters is how you use it. Well, little Poggy, I'm sorry, but Reddit lied to you. Colossal swords and colossal weapons have always been kind of a mixed bag in Elden Ring for a while. There was a time where colossal swords reigned supreme in the earliest patches of the game's lifespan.
1068 into 1424, and he catches him again for 356. It looks like this match is going to be over very soon. 356 damage into 534. There's the focus.
As the crouch attack of colossal swords was so incredibly broken that Pantera tried to claim it. The attack was fast, strong, and since it was a poke attack, it also had pierce damage, which means that they deal extra damage on counter hits. This was eventually patched, and afterwards, colossal swords bounced back and forth between what was viable and what was not. However, recent changes applied in patch 1.14 have proven to us that size does in fact matter. There are two key changes in this patch to colossal shit, and we're going to analyze both in depth. The first change is documented, and it's the increased speed of uncharged heavy attacks of many different weapon types, but more specifically from colossal swords. They went from fairly slow to blink, and you'll miss it. This change may seem insignificant, but it has more impact than the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, or at least it surely hits like it. There are two types of colossal sword heavy attacks. The horizontal heavy attack, which is most commonly known from Guts' Greatsword, and the poke heavy attack, most commonly known from the lovely, delightful, beautiful, long and girthy Zweihander. No biases, by the way. Guts' Greatsword boasts higher damage than the Zweihander by default, and it is the second largest colossal sword in the game, second only to ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword. The attack is raw power, covers a huge arc in front of you, and has almost the same speed as the light attack, albeit with higher recovery. The Zweihander, on the other hand, has less raw power than Guts' PP, but since the attack is a poke-type attack, it deals pierce damage, meaning that on counter hits, this thing will hit like a drunken stepdad, and it can be amplified even further with the Spear Talisman. Now, here's the juicy part. Both attacks come out very fast, at the very least less than 23 frames, because both attacks can now combo with Stomp. In case you're unfamiliar, Stomp is an Ash of War that upon hit will stun the enemy in place, leaving them open for a free attack. It also gives you hyper armor, so trading with it is relatively simple. The best way to make the most of Stomp is to deal one very strong hit, and nothing stronger than a colossal sword heavy attack. This extremely silly change transforms simple colossal swords into insane mix-up machines, because unless you time your rolls perfectly, you will get hit by Stomp's lingering hitbox, and that really hurts. But hold on right there, not everything's about Stomp, lil poggies. All colossal swords got buffed, and that includes some very special ones like the ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword. Straight out of Michaela's domain of fragile masculinity, the sword has a unique Ash of War called Stinger. White light charge? Stinger at home? Whatever you want to call it. This weapon was already pretty great before because despite being a colossal weapon, the Ash of War gives it insane mobility and combo capability, which got greatly boosted by its direct moveset buffs. As the Elasta here has the same poke heavy attack as the Zweihander. Needless to say that this thing really hurts in trades, although it doesn't make full use of its counter capabilities due to its damage being partially split between physical and magical, as counter damage only takes into account the physical portion of the weapon's total AR. Despite this, Stinger at home more than makes up for it with its mobility and drifting capabilities. Just take a look at this goofy shit.
No, don't do it!
So after having taken a look at the three big boys in the category, it is pretty normal to ask yourself which one is the best. Well, All of them, really. They all can cover different scenarios, and all of them have the capability of dealing insane damage. Guts Pants Serpent can deal high damage in almost every instance and has the best synergy with Stomp, even though its recovery is a bit slower. Zweihander has incredibly strong counter hits, and it's a bit quicker to recover from its heavy attack, and Meteoric Ore Greatsword can look for opportunities where the other weapons can't. Despite their differences, they're all still very sturdy weapons and can win trades against any weapon. Or can they? This takes us to the second major change of patch 1.14, the buff to colossal weapons. This change was not documented in the patch notes, and it's a major buff to the speed of all colossal weapons overall, both on their heavy attacks and their crouch attacks. While the heavy attacks of colossal weapons are extremely good and deal a complete metric fuckton of damage,
Nossa.
1018, véi. Meu Deus.
the crouch attack received such a massive speed buff that it now comes out in 15 fucking frames. To put you into perspective, that's the exact same speed as a regular Shamsha light attack. It's virtually a live sentient oxymoron because these are supposed to be the slowest weapons in the game. And now the crouch attack is just as fast as one of the fastest weapons in the game. Its roll catch and mix-up capabilities become insanely asinine to deal with. And it gets worse when you find out that this little fuck gets hyper armor on frame fucking 7. What once was a pretty garbage weapon type is now one of the best options for both invasions and duels, only matched by other colossal swords and weapons, or very specific setups like Clean Rot Nightsword, or the carry and thrusting shield. Out of all the colossal weapons in the game, the best one to choose would be the Golem Halberd. Sure, the Falling Star Beastjaw is longer and has pierce damage, but the split between physical and magical damage plays against the counter damage capabilities of the weapon and makes it deal less damage overall. Golem Halberd, on the other hand, is the second longest colossal weapon in the game and still deals tons of damage on all of its attacks. Granted, the light attack of colossal weapons is still pretty balls due to its hitbox being pretty crappy, but all iterations of the heavy attack and crouch attack more than make up for this little oopsie. Except for the Giant Crusher. Its heavy attack still sucks big donkey balls.
What just happened?
The one good thing about the light attack is that it can also combo into Stomp, much like Colossal Sword's heavy attack. Needless to say, these weapons shine greatly mostly when used on a strength build. Working out at the library won't do you any good. You're going to actually have to pay that gym membership. And I know you've been saving for anime armpits. And you don't want to spend your hard-earned money on a place you despise, right? Well, worry not, little Poggy, because Instant Gaming has got your back. As a website with over 10 million satisfied customers, Instant Gaming spits on the overinflated prices assigned by the man and offers great leniency to those economically challenged Poggies who really want their fourth Anime Armpits video game. You can rest easy knowing that all of the amazing discounts in games, game cards, and subscriptions you can shop for in Instant Gaming are safely backed up by great Trustpilot reviews, alongside night and day customer support. And of course, it doesn't matter if you built an altar for Gabe Newell or Bill Gates, nor what console has replaced your dad's photo in the family picture book. Instant Gaming will always have you covered.
But wait! There's more!
By clicking my custom link in the description or pinned comment and creating an Instant Gaming account, you will participate in a free giveaway where you'll be able to purchase anything of your liking. No purchases necessary. Just creating an account is enough. So what are you waiting for? Those morally questionable games won't add themselves to your Steam library. Huge thanks to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. To wrap up the video, try to prioritize high vigor for trading hits, high endurance to carry your weapons and armor without out fat rolling and high strength to be able to wield the weapon and strike with the fury of 1,000 angry Redditors. The retaliatory tree talisman significantly boosts the damage of colossal weapons' crouch attacks, while the spear talisman enhances poke counter hits. The two-handed sword talisman amplifies damage across all weapons, and since you're building for strength, the synergy is as perfect as a Redditor and their Mountain Dew stash. So yeah, be happy. The bonking patch is here, stronger than ever. Enjoy it while it lasts, before Miyazaki decides to take it away forever.
But you know what will never go away? Mystery thingy. The mystery thingy of our last video was the Katar, which fell from grace due to its longer brother, the Pata. Big congrats to the little shotguns who answer correctly. Here's the new mystery thingy of today, which you can try to guess and comment below. Don't forget to walk a little bit every day. Don't just sit on that chair all day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.